Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Paul Heyman discussed what it was like working with Liv Morgan in the most recent WWE Network documentary, Live Forever. The documentary covers Liv Morgan's debut on Raw and the events leading up to it. It is here that Paul Heyman comes into the picture, as he was the one who saw the potential in Liv Morgan's character. Paul Heyman discussed what attracted him to Liv Morgan's character and why he felt that she would be very relatable to the current generation of WWE fans. Heyman believes that it is Liv's characteristic of not wanting to be labeled that made her a unique and relatable character. What did I see in Liv Morgan? A confused kid who can't find her way in life, that has dreams that are defined in her head that she can't articulate or convey to her friends or the masses, but is chasing an indescribable dream that only she herself can truly understand. There are so many people out there just like that. My daughter is 18 and she always tells me, stop trying to define me, and that's what we, as an entertainment company, try to do. We try to define every character with absolute. Here is the exception that defines a rule, because Liv can't be defined and she doesn't want to be. Because no one that age wants a label placed on them. H/T Fightful. Paul Heyman is proud of what Liv Morgan has accomplished. Paul Heyman would go on to discuss the events that took place on the final episode of Raw in 2019. He described how he was very proud of what Liv Morgan and Lana had created. At this point in time, Paul Heyman and WWE Creative had injected Liv Morgan into the Lana and Bobby Lashley storyline. This storyline, however, received a lot of backlash. Nonetheless, Paul Heyman was proud. The oohs and ahs, the twists and turns, and as it plays out as well as it did, and Liv and Lana delivering the way that they did, that's a high that you get as a writer, director, producer, whatever the title is that is afforded in the genre of entertainment that, to this day, I haven't been able to convey to anybody that hasn't lived it themselves. H/T Fightful. Despite all the criticism he has received, Paul Heyman does have an eye for talent, and he did for Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is a WWE superstar with loads of potential. Hopefully, there are others like Paul Heyman who will see that same potential and talent. In the world of professional wrestling, few names are as synonymous with innovation and excellence as Paul Heyman. Known for his pivotal roles in shaping the careers of some of the most iconic figures in WWE history, from Brock Lesnar to Roman Reigns, Heyman has an unparalleled insight into what makes a wrestler not only great but memorable. So when Heyman turned his attention to a rising star in WWE, Liv Morgan, fans and insiders alike were keen to hear his thoughts on her potential. Liv Morgan is one of the most exciting talents to ever come through WWE, Heyman says, his voice thick with admiration. He's in his element, surrounded by the chaos of the WWE locker room as he prepares for his next challenge, but when it comes to Liv Morgan, the chaotic energy seems to settle into something more measured, more focused. She is everything you need in this business. She's raw, she's authentic, she's driven. And above all else, she is a fighter. Liv is a prime example of how you can evolve in this business, how you can transcend what's expected of you, and how you can become an even greater version of yourself when you have the right mindset. The evolution of Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's story in WWE is one of growth and self-discovery, and no one knows evolution better than Paul Heyman. He has seen countless stars rise and fall, often staying at the cutting edge of what's next in sports entertainment. For Liv Morgan, that evolution wasn't just about in-ring performance. It was about how she was perceived by the audience, how she crafted her character, and how she navigated the complex world of WWE storytelling. Heyman notes how Liv's transformation from a plucky underdog to a fierce competitor resonated deeply with the WWE universe. People love to see an underdog succeed, but what makes Liv different is that she's not just playing the role of an underdog anymore. She's commanding respect, taking what she wants, and that's what makes her such a dynamic character. It's not just about the championships or the accolades, it's about presence. Liv has that it factor. She has that spark that can't be taught. The chemistry between Liv and Heyman. While Liv Morgan's on-screen persona was evolving, Heyman's involvement with her became a major talking point in WWE circles. Their partnership, though somewhat unexpected, sparked intrigue. Heyman is typically associated with powerhouse, larger-than-life personalities, athletes like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. But Liv Morgan, with her more unconventional appeal, posed a different kind of challenge for Heyman, one that he rose to meet with fervor. People thought I was crazy when I said I wanted to work with Liv Morgan, Heyman admits with a smirk. I've spent my career representing the biggest and the baddest, and here I am, advocating for someone like Liv Morgan, who's not the first person you think of when you imagine an advocate or client. But here's the thing, greatness doesn't always come in the form you expect. Greatness is about potential, and Liv Morgan's potential is limitless. Heyman's approach to managing Liv was rooted in his ability to see her unique qualities, her fire, her energy, and most importantly, her connection with the fans. What I saw in Liv was a performer who could bridge the gap between being a fan favorite and a true threat in the ring. I didn't just want to help her reach her potential, I wanted to help her create a legacy. That's the difference between a manager and an advocate. An advocate does more than just represent, they shape the future. When asked about specific moments in their partnership, Heyman is quick to point to the drastic changes in Liv's in-ring style and character development. The most important thing I told Liv was that the world would not be kind to her if she didn't find a way to break through. She couldn't rely solely on her looks or her charm, because that would only take her so far. She needed to fight, to scream to the universe that she wasn't just another pretty face, she was a wrestler, and she belonged at the top. And let me tell you, Liv embraced that message. Liv, known for her fiery attitude and no-nonsense demeanor, worked tirelessly to refine her wrestling abilities, and Heyman made sure to push her toward the path of self-discovery. I saw a lot of raw potential in her that she hadn't even tapped into yet, Heyman says. It was about making Liv believe in herself in ways she never thought possible. I pushed her to not just accept the challenges WWE threw her way, but to make them her own. Heyman on Liv's future, a champion in the making. As we sit and talk about the future, Heyman's thoughts turn to Liv Morgan's trajectory in WWE. Liv Morgan is a future champion. I have no doubt about it, he says, his voice steady but full of conviction. It's not just about the title, it's about her ability to inspire, to motivate, and to prove that anyone can rise from the bottom to the top with hard work, dedication, and the right mentality. That's the legacy I want to help Liv build.